Hey, what's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and we are talking with the newly formed Templeton High School Girls Flag Football with Vanessa Duhan and Corey George. Coaches, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
First off, yeah, say congratulations because that was awesome. That the fight that you guys put on to make this happen and get it approved. So congrats on this.
Yeah.
Big task.
It was definitely a community effort. We had some great parents that really championed it and helped us persuade Vanessa to take the reins and move forward.
Vanessa, you're a natural fit for this.
Yeah.
I mean, you were my daughter's, softball coach. You've been at the high school forever, and I'm going to give a shout out too. You also won a car with the, with the football
FCA
giveaway. So I mean, you're the right fit for girls flag football.
Yeah, well, I just love coaching, and so I obviously didn't play this sport because it wasn't around when I was an athlete. But softball was my sport, and coaching your daughters, and I just thought a new sport on campus, it'd be great to have a teacher and not just a walk-on coach. And I just figured I have a younger daughter and a senior daughter, and my senior might come out, and I'm hoping my younger daughter eventually, when she's in high school, will want to play. So.
Well, you're starting the foundation. You guys both are starting the foundation because Paso already had a flag football. Last year was their inaugural year, right?
Yep.
Yes.
San Luis also, I believe.
St. Louis, Rio Grande starting theirs this year. Morro Bay starting this year.
Oh, okay.
So it is a new sport for sure, and the rules changed from last year to this year, and so everybody's kind of working to figure it all out together.
And of course, you got Cal Poly, which just I think was it this year? This year is going to be their inaugural year as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's in the collegiate arena, and it's just another pathway for the girls to go into college.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's right now. It's currently the #1 scholarship driver for female athletes at the collegiate level. So we're really excited to help with that foundation and hopefully create some pathways for our female athletes out of our school.
So Corey, you guys had a pretty good fight ahead and I don't want to say fight, I meant education piece for why you guys want this at the school. What's the need? Sure, there's a lot of hoops that the school has to jump through now to initiate this program.
Right.
But you guys were kind of spearheading that and really had everything kind of mapped out of how it could play out.
Right. And so, I like to give recognition. It started with Stephanie Rogers, and then we had Tiffany Taylor and Lindsay Woodward. They were able to push it forward. I brought it up in 2020 during COVID. Very challenging time to try to bring anything new in. But those three moms really just stepped up and have been huge. And every time we found a hurdle that might get in the way, they just pushed right through it. So they really broke through. And there was obviously some pushback, but it wasn't that anybody in the community didn't want the program. It was, how do we make it happen? And so Lindsay and Tiffany were able to find some private donations to help fund it, because we didn't want to have a huge impact to the rest of the sports at the school. When we were talking through everything, one of the biggest keys was who's going to coach it. And, the very first person out of my mouth was Vanessa. Because, as you said, perfect fit. Like, I've known Vanessa, I've coached rec sports with Vanessa, and it's just like, you've got a Olympic caliber athlete who's also coached other sports, and the connection with her athletes is just phenomenal. So it was hands down, let's get Vanessa on board.
Well, it's also one of those things to where you have to have that connection with your players, and as you being a coach, that, and being a player, you have to have that connection with the player, especially in a new sport that nobody's laid the groundwork for. You're coming in with a brand new program, from practice to games to everything. You're coming in with a brand new program, and it might be a new sport to you, but the game, the sport, a sport, girls sport, isn't anything new to you.
Right. And so many of the seniors I got to coach when they were younger in basketball, or the middle school, and so it's seeing it like, oh, now they're seniors, maybe I can pull them out. I've called a few of them and say, we need you to come out for this. Like, you guys need to help build a legacy. We don't want it just to be, the underclassmen who have been playing at the rec level. We want to have, seniors and juniors. We want all of Templeton represented. And I think just having some of the girls in class, I've had so many of them as students, and so they've known me as their teacher, but we already have that rapport. So I think it's going to be fun to build a legacy with these girls. And
So did they knock on your door as the coach after they got approval or during the process?
a little bit during the process. And I wrote a letter to the board and just more so saying, if girls want to play this sport, we need to have that opportunity for them. If there's enough girls that have interests, it doesn't matter that, cross country, volleyball, tennis have been around forever. If the girls want to play flag football, let them play what they want to play.
Well, you look at Powder Puff, and you look at some of these games, these seniors versus the juniors, and you have these girls that you're scratching your head going, they need to be in a uniform.
Right.
They are good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that motivation came from me having children in the high school that said, Powder Puff, why isn't this a permanent sport? Why isn't this a permanent sport? So, like I said, we found the right people to make it a permanent sport, and great community involvement. It wasn't just a letter from Vanessa. There was a lot of letters championing it, and our school board did a great job of evaluating it, thoughtfully, not just reacting to one side or the other. They went through the process to ensure that we had everything we need in place. Our athletic director, who's got a big program that he's handling on his own, has just welcomed this in, and he's all in, and what do we need? I give him my wish list, and he goes, okay, let's get realistic here.
Scale it down a little bit.
Right. And Coach Farr has come out and helped at one of the practices, and the other football coaches have, the JV football coach is willing to share space with us, and is excited for us too. So you don't feel like you're stepping on anyone's toes. Like, everyone at THS seems excited and on board to help make this a successful season.
Well, I think anytime that you, as a parent, you have, girls and boys that has went through a program or, sports minded, you want to give them all that opportunity. And if a new program being girls flag football is there, I mean, Corey, I know, we've coached, flag football up through the years, which Templeton has a wicked amount of players at the flag football level. This just gives them that opportunity once they get past that 8th grade year that they can't play anymore. Now they can step in and play girls flag football.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're really excited about it. We're currently hosting conditioning sessions on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've had a pretty good turnout. We definitely want to get more athletes out there to come check us out. See, I always say, what kind of sales pitch do I need to give you to get you out here?
I don't think you need to.
Yeah.
I really don't think you need to have a sales pitch. I think it's just the fact that now the door is open.
Right.
You guys have had a pretty successful turnout for the girls coming out just for the conditioning part, right?
Yes, we have.
We've had about 20, like, not maybe all there at the same time, but 20 to 25 different girls showing up. But now that school's out, and I didn't take the job until after school was out, so just trying to communicate and get it out there and let kids know this is happening, because tryouts are going to be before school starts. And so they just have to hear, whether it's social media, word of mouth, like, they need to know that we're starting, and there's not going to be first day of school, I want to play, it's going to be too late.
So is this already in motion right now? So the girls that are out right now are committed, or are they still kind of just feeling out the program?
Probably filling out. I mean, some of them are committed, but depending on how many come out, we'll have to have like a tryout and a cut. So,
because you're only going to have one team, and
Only
it's
one team.
just a varsity team.
right. But we want to make sure we have all ages on it. So we obviously want to have some seniors and juniors, but we definitely also want to have freshmen and sophomores, because we want to build the program.
Do you have some of the softball girls coming out too?
We do have one softball girl, maybe two actually. So yeah, 2 softball players are out. We could use, Emma has come out a couple of times, so using her as her arm, being a shortstop. So
how will the season play out? So because you guys are going to be going during fall season, right? During
Right.
the traditional fall sports, football, Friday nights. So how will the girls flag football program play out during the season?
So we kind of have a different, it's not a Friday night light perspective. It's a lot of Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we'll have 2 games in a week. We have some Wednesday, or at least one Wednesday, and we're potentially having a Friday game, which the high school boys tackle team will be on a bye. So we're trying to do it. There is a shortage of officials, and so we are,
Which has been for a couple
for
years.
quite a few years. And so Coach Farley's been working with the officials league to try and get us that support to have a game on a Friday night, which we think would be really great to have. But Coach Farley's been just trying to coordinate everything with all the other teams, and so he's been really busy trying to help us get this all organized. But yeah, we'll have multiple games per week.
So will these play out at nighttime, or will these be more central, like like softball is, like start at 4 o'clock?
No,
3
they'll
o'clock?
start at 6 p.m.
Oh, they will.
They're gonna start at 6, yeah. And then we're also got John Jacobson, who does the boys' games in the booth. He's gonna announce for us. He said that he would put it on his schedule and be in the booth announcing for the girls' games. So that's exciting.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So Corey, how was the feeling for you the night that they approved it?
It was overwhelming because it's like, okay, you've been wanting this and wanting this, now go make it happen. And so Vanessa knows, like, she'll get an email from me at 2 in the morning or 10:30 at night, and I'll be texting her at 7 in the morning. Hey, did you see that email? Because when you come in and the rule book's not entirely clear, it's not traditional tackle football.
But isn't there an official flag football, like comes down from the NFL, right?
NFHS, so
Okay.
National Federation of High School Associations, has the high school, and then CIF adopts it. And CIF South section, North South, and we're in Central section. So South and North have got a few years on us. So they have really refined the rules as they apply to NFHS. The Central section basically started last year, and so they don't have a separate rule book. So we're trying to fine tune all of those different rules and how they would apply to us.
So you were saying that some of the rules differentiate from like traditional flag football. Like what are some of those?
So one of the good ones is this is a non-contact sport. That's the ideal state, and so playing corner versus a wide receiver, you can do that press for 5 yards. In flag football, you can't do that. When we look at how rec flag football is from USA football to NFHS, well, you can technically block in high school. It has to be like a basketball screen,
Right.
So no hands, no touching.
Okay.
And so there's that rule. There's also a 1 yard neutral zone now, which is a brand new rule. And so in rec flag football, you have a rusher from 7 yards on defense to rush the quarterback. Here, it's a 1 yard neutral zone. Anybody and everybody can rush from that neutral zone 1 yard
wow.
away. So, you change what those capabilities are. Typically in the NFHS rulebook, quarterback can't keep the ball. CAF South has allowed for 1 quarterback keep per drive. So we're trying to find out, does CIF Central allow that or not? This year, new is punts. It wasn't there before. So
Really?
yesterday we introduced the punt game. So there's a lot of these new rules, and it'll continue to evolve as the sport grows, and we're just going to have to adapt to it.
Will it be full field, or will it be a modified field?
A little bit smaller, so it's 40 yards wide, 80 yards long.
Okay.
And then you
So
effectively
like an 8-man football.
right.
Okay.
And you effectively got to you have 4 downs to get 20 yards to get your next first down.
Wow. That's great.
So it's going to be fast paced, a lot of really good passes. You can do the run plays. I was telling Vanessa today, the key is we got to be creative with how we do it. We have very talented athletes in Templeton. We've always had it. You look at our success as a volleyball program, track, football, flag or soccer. softball. Like all these female sports, we've always got this great pool of just natural athletes, and now we're just going to keep continuing them in, and I think it's going to equate really well for us as a flag football program.
Because I think some of the concerns that I heard was taken from other sports. But do you feel like that's going to be like the girls that are going to be coming over to flag football is going to be eliminating a sport that they may have played before?
No, I think if it was during soccer season, it would have. But
Right.
I think we've got maybe a couple volleyball players that are going to maybe come over. But besides that, I think we just have kids that didn't have a fall sport, that were maybe they were playing tennis. I mean, but they weren't like in love. Like their true sport was something else, and this would just be a second or a third sport for them.
Yeah, a large number of our incoming freshmen are athletes that don't have a fall sport, and they wanted something to do, something they were passionate about, and so I think this is just a great opportunity for them to be at least a two sport athlete.
So Vanessa, how as on a coach's perspective, how do they have coaching programs like they do like a tackle football, like
The glacier or whatever.
Yeah, like
they have that.
continuing education, I guess.
Yeah, so Coach Farley's going to buy us the package for that, the coach's package, so we can watch that. And I mean, there's lots of, compared to when we were younger, there's lots of things you can find like on YouTube or,
Right.
all that kind of stuff. But the big thing is I'm leaning on Corey for is just all the different rule differences because, I coached rec last year, but it was like third, fourth grade girls,
Right.
And so,
Just hold on to the
but it's
ball.
like all those things that I knew, like those aren't even the same rules, But like he was saying, like the blocking rule, like I feel like our basketball players have been doing that forever with setting screens, and that sort of thing. Just the idea that they can't use their hands is going to be, I think, a big difference. So they need to put them behind their back so that they're not called for illegal blocking.
Now, is the Guardian helmets, are those required in the flag football?
The Guardian helmets are not. We have elected with Coach Farley that we're going to require the girls to have the headbands, the concussion headbands. You see a lot of soccer players use those. So we want to be kind of forefront and leading that charge and safety of the players.
Okay, so the headbands is just not the full helmet.
It's not the full helmet, but it's padded
Just in
around,
case.
the
In case
temple
there's head
area.
contact.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we always say that flag football is non-contact. We know the reality is these girls are running full speed and
It's
trying
brutal.
for the ball. It's a
Yeah.
brutal game.
Powder puff is brutal.
Right.
It's like, it's amazing, and these girls are just, and I mean, as you know, with girls, they might be more aggressive than sometimes the boys.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, and they're going to get out there in a sport that is mostly driven by the male side. Now they have something to prove, and they want to showcase, their athleticism and their aggression.
Right.
Take out the aggression, like softball.
Yeah.
Softball is one of those sports that you can do that in.
Yes, exactly. And basketball.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what kind of feedback did you get from like the parents that are now involved, and now it's going in full motion?
I haven't really heard from many of the parents. I think they've been talking to Corey. But I think now that it's in full motion, I think people want to know, like, oh, is my kid going to make the team? Or, like, what kind of playing time would they get? It's 7-on-7. But some girls might play both ways. They might not just, have a 7 defense and 7 offense squad. There'll probably be a couple girls that play the whole game. Or maybe a girl that's our quarterback could also be our punter or that sort of thing. So I think from the parents, I think they're excited, but they also, the freshman parents especially, because their girls are competing against seniors too for a starting position. If we could have like a JV and a varsity team, I think that would probably make
Would that
everyone
be a
a little bit more.
likelihood?
I think in the future, but I think like this year.
You're going
is
to concentrate on one.
one, yeah. But in the future, if we have enough, I just think as far as like playing time, it's going to be a little bit more tricky. If you were a freshman, you probably could start on volleyball because they have a freshman team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But flag football, you might not get as many plays, right?
So, what schools will you play, Corey?
So right now, and Vanessa has to keep me honest here, Cabrillo is going to, Avenal will be our farthest team. We'll have Mission, we'll have San Luis Obispo, Aurora Grande, Paso Robles,
Yeah.
And
Morro Bay.
and Morway. Thank you.
okay, so they're all relatively close.
Yeah.
And
And then
it'll be-
hopefully a Tascadero will have a team the following year.
Are they on the platform for a team next year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're pursuing it right now, and it's one of those things. Once one team starts doing it, it'll grow. And I think they're just looking to see how it grows. And we're reaching out to some of the other coaches. Coach Farley's been reaching out to some of the other athletic directors. What are those lessons learned from your first year? So that way, hopefully, we can learn off of that, and we can pay it forward to the next team that wants to start all over. And I would say, for your last question, the feedback that we're getting or the questions we're asking is related to, is my kid got a chance? And the reality is this is a program that we're developing. And so we want to bring these athletes up that are, maybe not a starter, but they're going to build this team and they're going to build this legacy. So maybe in a year or 2 or 3, they're going to be the leaders that are really showcasing and helping this program develop. And, we call practice squad. They're not really practice squad. They are part of the team. They're also, injuries, right? We've had many quarterbacks that get injured, and we got to bring somebody out. And it may be somebody that has been on the bench, or maybe it was a safety, and we're reshuffling people. So I look at it as, if you're on the team, you're on the team. You're making us better. You're making us stronger. So don't worry about necessarily that this year you didn't get a ton of play time. You help those athletes get that play time to help us get our successes. But next year will be your year, or the following. We are here to develop these athletes, and I think we've got a really strong foundation to do that.
And so right now you guys are having your volunteer conditioning, I guess you would call that. Which what days are you guys doing that on?
Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:30 to 12. But we only have this coming Thursday and then a Tuesday, and then once the fair starts, it's like
Then you guys are done.
we're done. And then the week after fair, we'll do like couple days of like skills training and then tryouts, and then we'll go from there with our squad.
So it's all coming relatively quickly.
Yeah, that's why I like just communicating and getting the word out. But I've told the girls it's your job too. If you know a girl that's in your grade that can play or is a good athlete, you gotta get them out here. Like you can't just rely on Corey and I, because I can't go find them on campus right now because we're not in school.
How are you guys doing an outreach? Because I know we had the ladies on last month to kind of talk about it, which I thought it was exciting, something awesome. And you still get people that are going, oh, I didn't hear. How do we get in touch? Who do we reach out to get our daughter involved?
They could email me, or
Okay.
they could email Coach Farley. But yeah, or if maybe they know another girl on the team. I don't know. But I mean, the school, it'd be easy to find my email. It's just like vduhan@templetonusd.org.
Okay.
But
Or they can reach out here, and we
they
can
can
put
reach out, yeah.
them in touch with you guys as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've had a parent who created our flyer. We posted it on your website or your socials. So we're super grateful for your fan base as well. So
Oh yeah, no. Like I said, I think our fan base is your guys' fan base. So when we live in a community that loves sports and
Right.
love to see the kids inside the house doing nothing.
Right,
Right.
exactly.
So what's next for you guys? So what's the next step after conditioning finishes? You said tryouts, and then
Then we get going.
Then
Then we
you
start because we won't have a lot of time. Our first game's the first week of school, so we'll need to start doing all these plays, and we want to make sure the girls, once they can master one play, then now there's 2 plays, and there's 3 plays.
Corey, what are you running? Huh?
Chaos. We're running chaos. So for our conditioning, we've been doing pass routes and then defensive base levels, and so we're really trying to introduce them to both zone and man concept. But we've got another coach that we're getting ready to onboard who's working on the offensive install. Him and I had a very long conversation last night about that. So it's my son Colton.
Okay.
We'll be joining. He's just got to get all the paperwork cleared up. But he's currently playing flag football at Cal Poly on a men's league for different divisions. But he's got a lot of great ideas for us, and they're playing very similar rules to what we're going to be playing. So he's just been a great resource for us.
Now, as a new sport, do you guys have any more needs? I mean, obviously you probably would, but like for fundraisers, and you guys have that kind of stuff coming up?
So
that,
we like I said, we had some donations come in, private direct donations. The biggest thing that I would advocate for is the Templeton Boosters program. That's really to help support all sports, and they've been a phenomenal champion of our program. So a huge shout out to that board. We are looking to be involved in the homecoming parade this year. Typically the football team does it, so we're hoping that we can get a float in that as well, just to represent the sport. And I think everything's happened so quickly. We're like, oh, I wish we would have done this, I wish we would have done that to help get the word out. But I think this year's our developmental year. Next year we're really going to be pushing to get some fundraising. But really, I would say our Templeton Boosters program is amazing, and they really help out all sports.
awesome.
Yeah, and the school board got getting our uniforms the first year. So I've got a couple seniors. I told them, if you're going to be building this legacy, you guys can come in, and why don't you guys pick out our first uniforms? And so,
How fun.
yeah.
I mean, scary a little bit, little
Yeah.
nervous.
Oh yeah, and I think one of my big messages to all the athletes is we're owners of this program. So the mistakes, I'm going to own them. You make mistakes, own it, move forward, and learn from it. And so, when we start talking about all the different things, I've reached out to you for how do we get workout shirts, and we're really looking at the community as to like, hey, help us be an owner in this. Like, it's not just me and Vanessa. Like, we're all in on this. All of us. So.
So what other needs do you need from the community?
Show up to our games.
Yeah, show up and cheer.
Yeah.
Show up, and I don't know if anyone here sees this, like, tell another girl that that should be out there with us. Make sure we have all the talent, all the girls know before it's too late for this season.
And when will the schedule be out?
Well, it's already on, like,
The schedule is already out?
well, Coach Farley has it. It's probably, it might be on Max Preps. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
But I mean, I got a copy of the schedule, so I think
There's a little
you
bit
can
of
find
fine
it
tuning. Yeah.
Maybe you can find it on the school website. I'm not quite sure, under athletics.
So like the schools that you mentioned, Corey, they're all full force ahead.
Yep.
No questions.
Yeah.
So
So
they're-
we're going to be playing.
So
Yeah.
there will be games on, like I said, the 2 nights a week.
Most likely. I think we have one tournament on a Saturday.
Yeah, and we play
Out in
someone
Cabrillo.
else, like, on a Saturday, maybe like King City or somewhere.
Yeah. So once the schedule gets published and it's official, because like I said, there's a couple of games that we need to fine tune if we have resources to run it or not. But we'll love to be able to publish it to your
100%.
social.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything you guys need to help get the word out. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to help get the word out, spread the good news. I think this is a great inaugural season. I mean, it came fast because you guys just got approved 2 months ago.
A little
Yeah.
less than
I
that.
know.
Yeah. So, I mean, and
been a
now you're
whirlwind.
starting season in less than 30 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, roughly
Something
30
like
days.
that.
So, yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, super exciting, scary, but Vanessa's awesome. She's a good coordinator. When I give ideas, she fixes it. So
He's the brains, though. I mean, obviously he played football, right? So just
Awesome.
there's a lot to learn. But my dad covered professional football like my whole life, so I've always had it on the background, always on TV or that sort of thing. So
Well, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, so exciting, guys, and congratulations as well.
yeah, thank you.
Because I think this is going to be a great year, and the foundation you guys are laying it, and I think it's going to be a success, and it's going to just grow more so than you guys want to. So
That's a good problem
that's
to
a
have.
good problem, yeah.
keep that in mind. So, but like I said, any more information or any more, stuff that we can do, not a problem.
Awesome.
Doors
Thank you.
open to you guys.
Thank you.
Really appreciate
So,
it.
absolutely looking forward to it. So, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Well, there you have it, guys. Templeton Girls Flag Football is happening, so make sure you guys get out there and support it. We'll have the schedule on our pages here, and any other information that you may or may want to find out, you can reach out to us directly, and we can get it direct with Vanessa. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank our Flying Blind Travelers Hideaway, Visit at Tascadero, 85 Customs, MGP Coatings, 1776, Roofing and Gutters, Premier Ag, Trailer Barn, Story Termite Pest Control, Warhorn Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Angela Hicks and Port Photography, Airflow Filter Services, Atascadero Chamber, and Templeton Heating and Air. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you on the gridiron.
Your home is your castle. It keeps you safe when the weather's rough. But if you're not taking care of your roof, things could get a little wild. 1776 Roofing with Roof Max will fix up the rough spots, treat the shingles, and give it years more life at a fraction of what a new roof costs. At TLC, your roof needs now. Call 805-900-1776.
When it comes to comfort, trust the team that's been keeping the North County homes cozy since 1995. At Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning, they're your hometown pros right here in Templeton. From tune-ups to repairs, remodels to new construction, even duct replacements and attic ventilation, they got you covered. Call your neighbors at 805-434-3741. Templeton Heating and Air Conditioning. Local, trusted, dependable.
Hi, I'm Glenn McWilliams.
And I'm Annie. As sixth-generation farmers, we understand what it takes to keep a ranch, a farm, and a community growing strong.
And that's why we started Premier Ag to bring quality feed, trusted Western wear, and real service to the Central Coast.
From hay delivery across the county to hands-on support for local youth and ag programs, we're proud to give back to the community that raised us.
And when we say from seed to stable, we mean it. We've walked the fields, we've fed the animals, and now we're here to serve families just like yours.
Come visit us at 1041 Paso Robles Street in Paso Robles and experience the difference of a store built by farmers for farmers.
From seed to store, where quality meets country.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Looking for a top quality concrete coating in SLO County? Hi, I'm Matt Gifford with MGP Coatings, your trusted local expert in durable, long-lasting concrete coatings backed by Pentek's limited lifetime warranty. Whether it's residential or commercial, we deliver expert craftsmanship, premium products, and unbeatable customer service. When we say we make concrete great again, we mean it. As a locally owned, community-driven company, we take pride in transforming garages, patios, pool decks, wineries, and even interior spaces into stunning, functional areas. Are you ready to upgrade your space? Give us a call at 805-952-5301. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram, or visit mattgiffordpainting.com. Join the MGP Coating family today.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.